she's up in Ohio. The boy's found on the streets. And before that, I called in April 12th, and I gave him my
to take one more call, quick call from Robert, and is it Silva, North Carolina?
Yeah.
Robert, we're
How
running.
are you today?
I'm doing good. I just have less than 5 minutes left. Did you have a question that you wanted to ask me?
Okay, I didn't never marry the mother of my son. We're out of Ohio. In Ohio, the mother had sole custody. So she's up in Ohio. The boy's found on the streets. And before that, I called in April 12th, and I gave him my address and everything at the Children's Services, just in case something come up. Well, they never notified me, and mail it came to me addressed for the mother at my address in March, and in April 12th, I called them. In May, my son was taken by the system. In August, I received more letters. So when I called the ombudsman of the Children's Services, because I wanted to file a complaint because they never notified me, and I know I gave them my information. So they up and rescinded the adjudication without prejudice and used a case law from 2012. And I had questions as to why this old case law and this glitch was even still there. The counsel they appointed me was argumentative, saying how he's the attorney and everybody comes there trying to tell him how to do his job. I tried to get a different counsel. The magistrate refused me alternate counsel. The social worker gets up there, and I've had this is like 3.5 decades of Children's Services abuses. So and I took Parents as Leaders training advocating class. And I caught the caseworker saying something perjury, and I objected. They told me I didn't have a right to object. So I forced them into giving me different counsel by threatening them with the Ohio State Supreme Court grievance on taking it to appeals, because now I have a reason to appeal. And 20 minutes later, I had the attorney. But the social worker, I called her supervisor, and if she's going to perjure herself on the witness stand, in which I look at perjury as program fraud because it's embezzling from our Social Security funds, and I got them all upset. Then I had the ad litem lady calling me, asking me why they're not going to order my home study in the Carolinas. And I said, well, maybe because I called the Supreme Court and I called them this and that. And I also come across the statute 18, 242, and 241, where if people read that, it helps them to understand on how to put illegal judges in prison, which would be nice.
Robert, let me ask you something, because I'm running out of time. Did you get your children back?
No, I'm still battling. They appointed me a much better counsel, but due to the years of different attorneys violating my rights, I don't trust any of them. I don't care how good they talk.
Okay. Well, Robert, get a pen and write this telephone number down.
Okay.
888-888-6582. And I want you to call me on Monday. Leave a message if I'm not there, and we're going to talk some more about your case, because I have some ideas that you might be able to use, and we can do a 3-way with Terry, hopefully on Monday. How does that sound, Robert?
Okay. And I also have a son in North Carolina that's 27 that was really violated, and they abducted him, and they won't let him go.
Okay, well, we'll talk about that on Monday as well. Robert, thank you for calling. Keep listening. Well, Terry, we're running out of time here. Any last words you want to say?
You know, on the news, just prior to our show, they were talking about a child death out of a foster home. That's all the information I'd like to get more information and maybe talk about that next week.
Okay, Google it. Was it in California?
Yeah.
Okay, Google it and see if we can find out, and we can talk next week. I want to thank everybody for listening. This has been The Secret, How to Fight Child Protective Services and Win. I'm attorney Vince Davis, and my co-host is forensic social worker Terry Greenstein. We'll see you next week on the radio.